Why, hello there. I opened to sever the bloodline, which is... oh, it's Joanne Ribs doing an 8-4 in a stride draft, by the way. Sever the bloodline is about the only reason I can think of to want to be black. I guess I could open Bloodline Keeper. I think if I opened Liliana, I would take her and try to draft other colors. The only other really good card is the Priest, but he's not quite as good as other tappers have been in other formats. I think I'm just going to take Sever. I can make some sort of control-ish, sort of weird thing, maybe. Which doesn't have to play black as a main color, was what I was hoping as I said that. Although, with the pick 2 Moon of the Unhallowed, I'm actually headed towards just being able to play black. It's cool. Dead Weight is in the pack and pretty okay too. Travel Preparations is here. That card is insane. But what are you gonna do? There's a Scab Goliath as well, but I think Moon of the Unhallowed is better. I already hate the way my deck is going. Like, I wish I could just take Chapelgeist or something, because then I just know that I can attack them, and I'll win by attacking them. Instead, we're gonna do this, though. It looks like white is, like, miles open, and white I think is a really good color to pair with black, because of white's depth in all parts of the curve, basically. There aren't like amazing card interactions. I guess there's Brainweevil and Thraben Sentry, Brainweevil and Unruly Mob, stuff like that. Maybe there are a few decent ones. There's some humans. Yeah, they're like village cannibals. I do think, well, all those cards cost 4, but I think that Thraben Sentry is the best card here by a decent margin. So even though my 4 slot is getting pretty ugly, I'm gonna take it. Village Cannibals is alright. Corpse Lunge is, I think, pretty mediocre. Especially if my other removal is Sever the Bloodline, there are gonna be situations where I just have Corpse Lunge stranded in my hand. Wait, it's my creatures, not theirs. Well, whatever. I still think Corpse Lunge is pretty mediocre. Village Cannibals is not a super exciting dude, but as far as black creatures go, he's actually quite good. And, like, what else am I gonna take here? I'm gonna, like, head into red. That seems unappealing. I could head into blue. 4th pick Goliath is actually a little bit of a signal, but I don't know. Black doesn't seem like it's so being cut off. This pack sucks. I think I just take Rotting Fen Snake. I mean, I'm drafting black. That's what my creatures are gonna look like. There are a number of ways that Rotting Fen Snake can actually be good. A number of ways it can be bad, but if we can work out a way to give it first strike, for example, it gets better. I'm not going to take Burning Vengeance. Screw that card. Never going to try that again. Oh, there's 2 of them, though. Well, I still think it's terrible. Tribute to Hunger is, like, mediocre, I would say, but I think it's what we're taking. It can be really good, especially if we're going to be a removal-oriented deck. I think Geist Flame's the pick. Yeah, I think it's just the pick. Geist Flame is very good. Lots of 1 toughness, good things. And it flashes back, by the way. There's Corpse Lunge in the pack too, though. Maybe I just take Corpse Lunge. Let's see, 3 creatures so far. It's a There is a Rotting Fen Snake. I'm going to take Corpse Lunge. The one thing that frightens me more than drafting black is drafting red and black at the same time. Corpse Lunge and Boneyard Worm, a clever combo. Cobbled Wings could go on my Rotting Fen Snake. Blood Crazed Neonate is still here. Maybe I'll just try it. I mean, the Neonates you sort of expect to go late, but... let's see what we can do. Desperate Raving's still in this pack. Inquisitor's Flail. Actually, I'm going to take Armored Scab. It works pretty well with the black cards I have so far. And that's sort of all there is to say about it. Desperate Ravings is still here. I think Altar's Reap. I have Thraben Sentry in the pile. It's not very good in draft, but it's better than these other cards, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I guess if I'm going to be black-red, this is what my creature base is going to look like. But I would rather... I guess I'd rather just not be black-red. Sensory Deprivation seems fine. The Bell seems better than everything else. Wow. 14th pick, Curse of the Pierced Heart. I mean, terrible, yes, but if you're gonna be black-red aggro, getting those 14th probably is nice. I've heard that people play those in Constructed. Not a card I will be main decking even if I end up black-red. I hope. I might not end up with enough playables. That's not playable. Ooh, Mirrormad Phantasm. Let's highlight that. Ability aside, it's just a 5/1 flyer for 5, which is pretty good. It's blue. I'm happy to draft blue. 2 + 2 is 4. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take this and try to make blue-black work. Armored Scab is honestly, with the other cards in my pile, I think it's better than anything else here already, so... any of the other colors, I mean. Wow! There are a lot of very good cards and colors other than the ones that I'm in. Well, mostly there's just a Wrath of God. I've heard that Wrath of God isn't as good in this format. I hope that's true because I'm passing it to someone. I'm just taking Vampire Interloper, who is a great dude. You may have seen me lose to him a lot in my last draft. Premier event number 4. I guess this is draft number something, and that was premier event number 4, so they're maybe a little confusing to keep up. I don't have any green in the pile yet. I have this white guy, but no, just Interloper is a fine dude in the color that it looks like I'm playing for some reason. Delver of Secrets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have enough going on here to make Delver work, which is exciting. I'm gonna have to get a little bit more, but seems better than Sever the Bloodline. Or Corpse Lunge, sorry. Not better than Sever the Bloodline. I was looking up here, obviously. I could also just take like Night Terrors or Corpse Lunge, but those cards seem like I don't want to play them, basically. Could have 3 copies of Burning Vengeance. I'm still glad I'm not trying to draft that deck. Unburial Rite seems pretty good with everything else that's going on. It's another sorcery for Delver. Typhoid Rats would honestly, I wouldn't be that upset to put it in the pile, but Burial Rite seems better for now anyway. Let's just go with another Corpse Lunge. Fortress Crab doesn't fit the role that I am... Well, it does, actually. Like, I think my strategy is blank their ground dorks, kill their evasive and utility guys, and beat them with evasion. I think that's how I would describe what I'm trying to do. And so I have this guy, which helps Delver, and this guy, which makes a lot of their ground pounders irrelevant. Anyway, I'm going to take Corpse Lunge, I think. Pretty happy for Screeching Bat to still be in this pack. Looks like I'm actually like in an open color or something. Well, I can't say that Corpse Lunge is a signal really, but Screeching Bat is pretty good. Dissipate over Typhoid Rats. Like, yeah. I'm very light on blue at the moment. It may not even be blue still. So maybe I take Typhoid Rats and just keep my options open. Although I have... no. This guy is going to be so good with even just the flashback I have so far. 1, 2, 3 good ones. Then I'll probably pick up some others. And he's just good on his own. He's a 5/1 flyer who they can't kill very easily. There's another Corpse Lunge here. I'm really going to need a lot of ways to kill creatures that are mine. I'm probably not going to be able to play all those Corpse Lunges. Typhoid Rats are Lost in the Mist. Let's try out Lost in the Mist. Things could get pretty, spider spawning. That is late. Things could get pretty... oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Attrition-ish. Pretty attritive? Attritive? I like that at least I have like lots of cards here that I could play. Ooh. Probably didn't want 2 Lost in the Mists. I might end up playing both, I don't know. This is an interesting pick. I think it's Sever. Sever over Falconwrath Noble. Like, it's... it not only exiles a creature, but it can exile 2. That's happened to me. And it flashes back, so... then it exiles 3. It's slow. Just slow card advantage. This seems okay. I'm worried about my creature base, but we'll see what we can do about that later. Like, I have one way to win the game, maybe. I have 3 Corpse Lunges and 7 creatures in my pile. Yeah, given all that, I think I'm gonna take the Ghoul here. Over Deadweight, which is removal, but doesn't flip Delver, which I only have 1 of. I'm upset about that. How do you only get 1 Delver when you're, like, voluntarily taking them? The Drown Yard. That's a win condition, actually. Interloper or Screeching Bat would be fine, like banking on the Drown Yard tabling. Need to get an 11th pick. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Someone needs to take like Wooden Stake over it. I don't think it's quite happening. So I'm just gonna take it now. This guy has 3-1, like 3 power, and he has lifelink. This guy's a 2-drop, and he puts creature cards in my graveyard. Invisible Stalker seems absolutely unplayable in my deck. So it's between these two. Probably the Apprentice is better. Yeah, I think so. I have no way to like make my creatures better, so nothing to really get the Patrician going. It's interesting. So this is a combo with Nephalia Drownyard. All the creature cards that it mills turn into zombies for me. It's got a little bit of unfortunate anti-synergy sometimes, but I think I'm gonna take it over like Deranged Assistant, who would be fine, maybe better. Oh, it's cuter though. I'm just gonna take Typhoid Rats. 100% Silent Departure. Damn. Whew, it's nice to get those 7th. So I get to start cutting Corpse Lunges and Night Terrors and things like that. I actually have decent creatures. 3 copies of Lost in the Mist. It's silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna be in the 9 or 10-ish range for Delver. I'm just sort of wondering if I want a Ghoulclaw's Chant or like Sensory Deprivation. This seems okay. I think it actually might make the cut. What? I tabled that? Oh my. Wow. I'm a happy boy. I felt it move a little. Let's just say that. Stromkirk Patrol is just a dude. It's probably good. What? Huh. Whatever, I'm gonna hate draft this. Somehow my deck, I think, has found a way to have win conditions other than milling them. But still. Hey, Grizzly Bears isn't so bad. It'll come in sometimes if I need to bump my curve down, but I don't think it makes the initial cut. I don't have a whole lot of card advantage. I have Sever the Bloodline and Moan of the Unhallowed. On Burial Rites, I'm never going to be able to flash back, and honestly I don't have anything I want to target with it either. So I don't think that actually makes the cut. Wonder why I took it over. Probably shouldn't have. I didn't get any Bloodline Keepers or anything, but I got 2 copies of Sever the Bloodline. And that should get me some of the way. Let's put the Corpse Lunges in for now, but we're going to be getting rid of them. I hope. Like, honestly, Sensory Deprivation might be better than Corpse Lunge here. Probably is. Wow, I have too many playables. I even already cut some. That's a nice feeling. So love that if I mill Lost in the Mist, they'll never put me on a second. Even if they've seen it in an earlier game, they'll be like, oh, don't have to play around Lost in the Mist anymore. I should probably cut one, to be fair. Let's see what I have in the way of stuff that works with Corpse Lunge. There's 5. So 5 good ones. 3 or more. And then 4 2s. Probably Corpse Lunge does not start main, but maybe works its way in. Alters Reap. Seems unlikely I can play that. Let's make sure I have enough for Delver. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah. I think that's our deck. I don't know why I don't just draft creatures that hit people in the face anymore. I probably just go 8-8 here. That's what Magic Online suggests even. And it usually favors the bigger color a lot more than I do as a human. But yeah, that looks good. So, wow, only 3 minutes to build too. Maybe I need to think more about sensory deprivation and stuff. Huh. No, I don't. I've decided. Well, we can switch that back, depending on how fast their deck is. Sensory deprivation doesn't even do that great a job against lots of fast decks. Well, sometimes it does, especially in a deck like this, which is going to be pretty attritive, as I believe I said before. Although I hadn't quite finished making up the word when I said that. Sensory deprivation is going to be better in a deck like this. Because it's like actually possible you can just run them out of creatures. Anyway, yeah, see you for round 1.